All right, so let's talk about what might just be the worst existence in the entire animal kingdom. Seriously, we're going way, way down to the bottom of the ocean, into the crushing dark, to meet a little guy whose entire life is, well, it's a real tragedy.
And, when I say it sucks, I mean it really, truly sucks. This isn't just me being dramatic. His whole life, his entire reason for being, boils down to one single, incredibly harsh reality.
See, from the second he hatches, he's got one job. Just one. His brain, his body, every single instinct is wired for this one thing. There's no backup plan, no career change, nothing. It's just a straight shot to one all-or-nothing goal. And what is that mission? Well, it's pretty simple. Find a female or die trying. Yeah, that's it. The stakes are as high as they get. It's this frantic, desperate race against time in a place so ridiculously harsh that nature had to cook up a completely insane solution. If he doesn't find her, he just starves. Game over. And to really get just how tough this is, you gotta picture him. He is tiny, like barely the size of your pinky finger. Just this little, fragile guy, completely on his own, floating around in a world that is just mind-bogglingly huge. I mean, just look at this matchup. It's completely unfair, right? You've got this tiny, weak, little fish, and then you've got the deep sea. We're talking vast, pitch black, and just empty. It's the ultimate David versus Goliath, except Goliath doesn't even know David exists. He is so outmatched.
For starters, there's basically nothing to eat down there. The place is a ghost town, so finding food is almost as hard as his main mission. Every second is just a fight to not starve to death.
Then there's the darkness. And I don't mean it's a little dim. I mean absolute, total, can't see your hand in front of your face blackness. Always. The only way he has any hope is by sniffing out like the faintest little chemical signal in the water.
So let's recap, right? He's tiny, it's huge, it's dark, there's no food, and his one job is to find one other fish in all that nothingness. The odds are just astronomically low. So, a normal dating scene wasn't going to cut it. The species needed something radical.
But what if he pulls it off? What if, against all odds, our little hero actually finds her? And by the way, she's a giant, often hundreds of times bigger than he is. So you're thinking, great, happy ending, right? Nope. This is where things get really, really weird. And a lot worse for him.
Yeah, he's just pulled off a 1 in a billion shot. But there's no victory dance, no charming introduction. Instead, he does something that is just unbelievable.
He swims up to her, he bites down, and he never, ever lets go. That's it. That's the move. This is the point of no return. It's not an attack. It's the ultimate commitment. And it's the beginning of the end of him as an individual.
And what happens next is straight out of a horror movie. First, his mouth literally fuses into her skin. They become one creature. Then, his own body just starts dissolving. His eyes, his fins, his organs, they all just melt away. Even his brain shrinks to almost nothing. Why? Because he doesn't need it anymore. He's basically just a living parasite now.
So, after that whole epic journey, that incredible fight for survival, what is he? He's reduced to pretty much one thing. He becomes literally just a tiny pair of testicles.
Just permanently stuck to her for the rest of his life. He's hooked into her bloodstream, getting all his nutrients from her. He has no thoughts, no movement, no independence. He's not really him anymore.
Think about what he gave up. He paid the ultimate price. He gave up his body. He gave up his freedom. He gave up his entire identity. Everything that made him him is just gone.
So why? Why go through all this? Why would evolution create such a bizarre, self-destructing system? Well, it all goes back to that one thing. That one single mission that his entire short life was about.
One chance. That's it. The chance to reproduce one single time. His entire horrifying existence, from the desperate search to literally melting himself away, it was all for one shot at passing on his genes.
And that, right there, is why being a male anglerfish absolutely sucks. We've come full circle. It starts with this impossible search in the dark, and it ends with a complete loss of self. It's a life that is all about one single goal and the ultimate sacrifice. I mean, can you think of a worse deal anywhere in nature? I sure can't.